What do we really want as a patient? We just want to get well. Most of the patients that I've consulted with are terminally ill. They have cancer, they've had chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, they've been sent home to die, they have 30 days, 40 days, maybe 60 days to live. Some of these people don't just give up. They simply say, okay, you know, what else is out there? You know, I had a woman that had breast cancer. I put her on a protocol, the breast cancer went away. Her doctor said it was the placebo effect. She said, do we care? I mean, who cares? It's a placebo effect, it's not. The tumors are gone. You can cut tumors out all you want. If you don't get to the cause, they come back. And we know this. And when someone says, well, do you treat cancer? I don't. I don't treat cancer. What I do is I teach people how to achieve optimum health. And where health resides, there's no room for illness. Let the audience be the judge on some of the techniques that are out there in natural healing that seem strange and bizarre, like allowing maggots to eat away gangrene tissue as opposed to amputation. But I've had things happen in my life that others would say that was absolutely a miracle. I'm thinking of one right now. This was a woman, and she was in Mexico at this hospital that I consult with, and yeah, she had 24 hours to live. But the nurse said, no, she's sitting up and she's totally well. So we immediately went and did some diagnostic tests like an MRI, and the tumor was just gone. It was just gone. Part of anybody that has an illness, I want to say this to them. You open up the elimination channels, you and repolarize the blood and lymph, which means change the viscosity. You go ahead and detoxify the entire bodies, which means you got to go into the emotion. You modulate your immune system, and then you go into the Hans Tech plan, which is increase that oxygen, hydration, the nutrition. Make sure you don't have any loss of nerve conductivity, which is your spinal structural. Detoxify the body again, that's the T. Work with your emotions, because emotions are nothing but energy in motion. And if you don't allow it to emote, what ends up happening is you create that vibratory chaos I told you about. So here's the energy, and it flows through and out, and you stay harmonious. But if you block it, you get disharmonious, you get disease from it. When I have a patient or a student that doesn't make it, and I've got plenty of them, and I usually don't like talking about it. It's tough. You have to love what you're doing. The bottom line is that if you go heart to heart with these people and you get to know them and their family, I have to teach them that we really don't die. The people that I see have already gone through everything. They've had 15 people give them a diagnosis. They've had all the tests, they've had all the basic treatment, and they've been sent home with no hope.
I really just want answers, or in lieu of answers, just tools to help me fight whatever it is. I just want to get better, and I just want something else I can do.
You know, anybody can handle anything for a certain length of time. How long have you been going through this from the beginning?
7 months.
7 months. Yeah. Let me tell you, you can take a petri dish, 10 of them, and you can put fungus and mold and yeast and all kinds of bacteria and cancer cells. If you create the acid, they proliferate right out of the petri dish. If it's acid enough, it'll just manifest and proliferate like crazy. If it's alkaline with oxygen, it dies. So here's cancer cells, here's fungus and yeast and mold, and just go ahead and get high fructose corn syrup and put a dab in each, and they will thrive probably forever. They're trying to pull out, hey, this is a tomato, it's got antioxidants. Let me tell you what just neutralizes antioxidants is high fructose corn syrup. See, this particular peanut butter will probably last 200 years. Is that a microwave?
Yeah.
Okay, never use a microwave, ever. Not even for heating water. Do you have any idea what that does? You don't, or else you wouldn't have it in the house. Nothing wrong with a good candle, just read where it's coming from. You don't want to be vaporizing lead. You got F, D, and C, red number 4. Nope. What's wrong with just soap? Oh, it's made in China. So who knows what's in there? Maybe some more lead. If you do things like this and like that corn syrup, all you're doing is setting yourself up. Right now it's you. Next time it'll be you. That's what it takes. You want to get well, you need to take the time. You know, here's what I say all the time. If you don't take the time to be healthy, you will absolutely have to take the time to be sick. There's no in between.
It's sort of renewing to my hope and my spirit to have something to go off of and to really feel like I can take steps to be healthier. Because, I mean, that's what he hears me say all the time. I just want to be healthy. I just want to be healthy.
Man, what were you listening? Were you listening to this? If this show will help people avoid sickness and disease, when I started 40 years ago, 1 out of 10 people got cancer. It's now 1 out of 2. It's not any better, it's worse. We've got a 50-50 chance in the United States now. The Hunza cats don't get cancer. The Hunza cats don't get heart disease. So if this show will help people avoid sickness and disease, at least some of them, isn't it worth it? I think so.